So, is this a roaring rebirth for the franchise, or should they just call it extinct? I think it's somewhere in the middle because there's plenty of aspects and plenty of things in this film that I enjoyed. I loved the look of the dinosaurs. I thought a lot of the dinosaur stuff was great. I loved the addition to some of these dinosaurs of more bird-like motions, like with their heads like going, or the way they walked. And I mean, that's history. Dinosaurs tended to look more like birds. Don't think we're ever going to get that. I thought there were a lot of really funny moments. There was a lot of good action scenes. And overall, I enjoyed the main point of the movie, dealing with getting DNA so they can find cures. For me, I thought that part of it worked. But it wasn't as solid as I had hoped. Oh, and one of the other things I really did like about this movie that I didn't want to forget, there's two moments that to me really felt like the original film. They just felt like, okay, these are great moments that have that same sensation that I can only imagine you would have had from the original in the same situation or types of situations. And there's moments that I'm like, this feels like it's tied into the Jurassic Park ride, or I guess it's Jurassic World right now, at Universal. But the biggest problem for me, as I started to say, with this movie, is there's an A plot and a B plot. A plot's fine. The B plot really doesn't work for me. It takes me out of the movie in a sense that it takes me away from what I'm enjoying. I don't really like when it goes there. It's not that they're not characters that you want to see disappear. I just don't think it was well executed. It doesn't work in this story. They didn't meld the two stories well together. Like I said, I just did not care about them at all. And it takes away from stories that I would have liked to hear about our main characters. You know, like what exactly happened with Scarlett Johansson's character at times. They hint at things, but they don't get into details. And so I feel like they could have cut the B plot or intertwined it more so that we could have gotten more story for the main characters in this movie. And then there were one or two moments where I couldn't help myself. I was just like, okay, I've suspended my disbelief this much, but you're pushing it for me, and that doesn't happen too often. But overall, I think I definitely enjoyed this movie a lot more than most people.